So you guys know by now what needs to be done. On the day, I'll just give you a small brief because some people have joined in recently. On the entire journey of things, be ready with such sessions with your IIM Ahmedabad call getters, Bangalore call getters, ABC call getters. Attend all these sessions and don't miss any of the sessions for sure. Yeah, it's going to be really, really helpful. I'm going to go to Simran and we're going to kickstart with the rules of personal interview. आप जैट के पहले ज्यादा लोड मत लो, लोड मुझे लेने दो, मैं और सिमरन लोड लेंगे बैठ के, बट आप लोड लेंगे जैट के इमीडिएटली बाद व्हेन यू गोना गेट स्टार्ट विद योर marketing Mondays, Tuesdays को current affairs, every day 1 hour of sessions. Don't miss this. This is going to be your last session. 4 Jan को देखेंगे करना है क्योंकि अगले दिन ZAT एग्जाम है. We'll see that. अगर कर पाए तो बहुत बढ़िया है. 6 Jan, 7 Jan, 8 Jan, 9 Jan, 10 Jan. This is going to be really important. Yeah. तो ये सारी चीजें बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Jan month फिक्स कर लेना कि आना ही आना है और पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है. ठीक है, आना ही आना है, बैठना ही बैठना है 45 minutes. My job is it's going to be worth it for sure. ठीक है, great. Simran, what went wrong यार? What went right भी हम सुनेंगे, but what went wrong in your CAL interview?
I think one of the most important things that I did wrong there that I need to tell you guys is that I put too much pressure on that interview. So apart from FMS, that was my best call. Among the ABC, I only had C, and I put too much pressure on it. So I was very nervous, even though I knew I didn't have to look nervous in the interview, but I was, because that was something that I did to myself. I put too much pressure on it. It was a live interview. I was sitting in front of them, so definitely they could see that I'm nervous through my body language and the way I was talking. I had all my answers prepared. Everything, every bullet they dodged towards me, I had an answer for that. But it's just the pressure that I took on myself for this particular interview that made it go wrong.
Okay, great. And how was the interview? Do you remember a little bit? It's been a long time, more than 3 years now.
Yeah,
But do you
it's been
remember?
really long.
Yeah, do you remember a little bit how did it go and where the interview went out of your purview?
So I think the start of it was all good because it was all the questions that you prepare for. You talk about your TMAY, you talk about your strengths and weaknesses, and then once when you put too much pressure in an interview and they throw a curveball that you haven't prepared for, that is where it gets you. That is where the pressure gets you. So they threw a question at me about my undergrad studies, like specific to academics, where I was not very sure. And usually that's okay. You are not expected to know 100% of the things. And how you tackle those kind of situations is also something that they look at, because they want to, all top B schools want to hire future leaders, want to take future leaders, and leaders also don't know everything, but they know how to handle each and every situation. So that's something they also look at, and that's where I went wrong.
ग्रेट यार. आई थिंक आज के सेशन के अंदर हम यही समझ लेते हैं कि भाई व्हाट वेंट रॉन्ग एज वेल. श्रेय एंड नमन, आई एम गिविंग यू एक्सेस क्विकली एंड सुजय बोल रहा है आई एम फीलिंग द वेट बिफोर माय कॉल्स. ऑफ कोर्स यू शुड फील वेटेड, देन ओनली यू विल प्रिपेयर रियली हार्ड. सो अनिरुद्ध एंड Anirudh, Shrey, Naman and Pooja, be ready with your microphones and everyone. I am giving you access to speak also, and you, me, Simran will have a discussion. I'm giving you access to speak quickly. Just check it out if you guys can get the access. Just, हाँ भाई, everyone on chat, do you want to listen to what went wrong? हाँ भाई, yes or no? हाँ भाई, नमन जैन, नमन गुप्ता है, नमन जैन वेट लिस्टेड, yes or no? Okay, yes, great. अनिरुद्ध, बहुत बढ़िया. तो आज ये सारे टॉप बिजनेस स्कूल्स के बारे में हम सुन लेंगे कि क्या 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 गलत हो सकता है. अनिरुद्ध शर्मा, you got आई एम इंदौर रिजेक्ट. ब्रिलियंट. ओके, ग्रेट. ब्रिलियंट बोल रहा हूँ मैं. हाँ, अक्षत शर्मा इज अगेन SPJain बॉम्बे रिजेक्ट. ओके, लवली. ठीक है भाई. Okay, great. So just to try to unmute, guys. You have access to speak. Naman, check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. You can speak. Great. Okay, Anirudh. Anirudh Sharma, फटाफट.
Hello.
Yeah, Anirudh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
बढ़िया, great. So let's go, भाई. आज का टॉपिक is what can go wrong. Okay, ये हमें सीखना है. Because before I tell you the rules, आपको समझना चाहिए कि ये एक एक रूल्स यहाँ पे अनफोल्ड होगा, जो कि मेरे रूल्स की स्लाइड है. मी एंड सिमरन आर गोइंग थ्रू द सेम बिफोर दिस इंटरव्यू preparation call as well. So we'll discuss it out. Let's go one by one. Who wants to go first?
So I can go.
Yeah, Pooja, go ahead.
So when I look back at my interview, like I can come
Sorry,
down.
Pooja. So sorry, Pooja. A small introduction, your CAT personality, if you want to share, which interview call you talking about, your 10th, 12th number, speed se batana. Like it should be like, I'm Gadebad interview 2023, CAT personality 94, 878, engineer. Bas itna small introduction. Yeah.
Okay. CAT 2023 percentile was 94.
Hmm.
IIMT Ghaziabad interview
Hmm.
789
Hmm.
and non-engineer female.
Okay, great.
So when I look back at the interview, I think I can come down to couple of mistakes that I made was like not being well versed with my undergrad subjects and not being like even the slightest of knowledge about departments other than mine in my work experience. Because I was in finance and handling everything, they asked me something regarding marketing, a very basic question, and I did not know that. So that put them off.
Okay, give a specific example. Like what did you say?
Like the marketing channels my firm has tied up with. So I did not have all the channels that they were linked with. And so they said that it was a very basic thing that I need to know despite of the sector I am working in. And they asked me about my undergraduate two favorite subjects and
Hmm.
I couldn't justify it. So they're like, if it's your favorite subject and you still can't justify it, I think that is not a very good start. So these two were my mistakes. So,
बहुत ही बढ़िया. Is your company B2C, B2B? What's the company's name?
so B2C and B2B both. It's a jewelry company. So
Okay.
they do both the things.
बहुत बढ़िया. So guys, please understand that most of the professors, 70 to 75% of the professors in India are either marketing guys or finance guys. ठीक है. And so अगर आप finance भी बोलेंगे तो आपको marketing question पूछ सकते हैं और अगर आप marketing बोलेंगे तो finance के question पूछ सकते हैं. If you say you talk about HDFC Bank, they're gonna and the सामने वाला professor is marketing professor, he will say चल HDFC Bank की last 3 campaign बता. How do you compare HDFC Bank's advertising campaign with the Kotak Mahindra Bank? You may or may not know it, but basically open your horizons for marketing and finance as well. And first point, adding on to Simran's point, UG subjects अगर नहीं आते, it's a kill. Were you a fresher, Pooja?
No, so I had 1 year work experience.
Okay, बहुत बढ़िया. So 0 to 1 year, you have to know your experiences for sure. Great, thanks Pooja. Thanks for input. Let's go forward. Great, boys and girls, say quick thanks to Pooja यार. Pooja, thanks. All the best. इस बार kill करना.
Thank you, sir.
ठीक है, done. इस बार calls कौन? अभी calls तो नहीं आई. Personal क्या है इस बार?
So 98.48.
Excellent. Good. अच्छा है तू आमटी का बाद में.
So also just like 1 minute, I wanted to thank you also because I started my prep in 2021 and I got
अच्छा.
37 percentile then. And after
Okay.
that, I have been really like regular with your YouTube videos and even catching concept builder sessions. So because of that, I'm at 98 now, sir. So a big thanks to you also.
So much girl, I'm so proud of you, so proud of you. अब अच्छी अच्छी calls लाओ और convert भी करते हैं, ठीक है?
हाँ, sir.
चल, cheers, great, thanks Pooja. Okay, lovely. Who's next?
I can go.
Okay, who's I? Introduce yourself. Naman है क्या?
Naman. So
हाँ.
actually, like continuing to Pooja's point, so actually I had been watching.
Sorry. अच्छा चल अच्छा तो तू तारीफ करने वाला है शायद. हाँ, बोल बोल ले.
नहीं तारीफ and I mean जो भी है. So actually I had been watching your videos for the last 1 year. I did not take any coaching and all. And I still remember you saying कि हर section में तेरा question करना है तो हमारे 99 नंबर आ जाएंगे and then we'll get 99 percentile. I
हाँ.
remember that. So last year I had 96.09 percentile. This year I have 99.19 percentile. So
Wow.
thank you. I
क्या
mean,
बात है, क्या बात है. गुड मैन, थैंक यू सो मच. 13 बोलता था मैं. 13. आई नो. इसके और भी लोग आजकल बड़ी मस्ती करते हैं. 7 बोलते हैं, कुछ नहीं होता है उससे, ये नहीं. तो 13 भूल के 7 पकड़ते हैं. बट ठीक है. थैंक्स मैन नमन, ग्रेट. कहाँ रिजेक्ट हो गया था तो ये बता लास्ट टाइम.
so I was waitlisted in SPJain. So actually, so last year I got 96.09 percentile. I had only, I think I had only SPJain call. I had I had 3 months of work ex. So my technical interview was very good. मतलब बहुत ही smooth गया first round. Second round was like the conversational questions and that because I did not prepare much for it, and also I was also like I had only one call, so I was too much in pressure of like giving the right answer. Then later I realized there is no such thing as a right answer or a perfect answer, but it is something that you need to practice much about and then speak. So I was like fumbling and changing my answer in the non-technical portion of it. So that is why. And for my background, so I am 1088. I have 99.19 percentile this year. Also, I'm a chartered accountant.
Oh, great. All the best for Ahmedabad, man. All the best for Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
बढ़िया.
And I have a 15 months of work ex this year. So
और 15 ईयर तो मेरा है यार, बट ठीक है.
15 months of work ex.
ग्रेट, ऑसम ऑसम. चल बढ़िया, ऑल द बेस्ट. जो लोग एसपीजन बॉम्बे रिजेक्ट होके आते हैं अगले साल बड़े आईएम जाते हैं, तो इसलिए कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है. हाँ, याद रखना ये बात. बढ़िया. ठीक है, गुड. कैन यू गिव अस एन एग्जांपल ऑफ द GI2 नॉन टेक आल्सो? भाई बहुत बड़ी बात इसने ऐसे ही बोल दी. और ध्यान से देखना, क्योंकि अपने ही आंसर्स ही वाज, आई नो व्हाट मिस्टेक ही हैज डन. बट नमन, यू वांट टेल अबाउट दैट? क्या, कहाँ पे अटका था तू और क्या
Yeah.
क्वेश्चन?
So, for example, I remember one question being, what would you like to change about yourself, or something? What do you see yourself doing 10 years from now in a personal situation, not like professionally, but in a personal life? What are you looking to do like 10 years from now? What is like one social change you would like to bring all over the world and something? So those were the things. So I was like actually thinking too much कि ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, ये भी बोलना है, वो भी बोलना है. So that's why I think
And
कि
you
मैंने
ended up
बहुत सारी
confident.
चीजें बहुत सारी बोली. So that's why I think.
And it may come across that you're not focused. This guy's confused.
Yeah, correct. Or I was actually overthinking my answers then and there.
बहुत बढ़िया. So pro tip
Even though I had planned, still I
great.
was like कि ये भी बोल देते हैं, वो भी बोल देते हैं.
हाँ, मैं समझ गया, मैं समझ गया. So I've taken GI1 for 5 years for SPJain Bombay, and GI2 as well for about, I think, 2 years. But GI1 में I was there, so I know what happened in GI2. But ठीक है, good यार, good. That's lovely. So भाई, learning is don't overthink your answers when the interview is going in a conversational way, because we want to know you better. और वहां पे तुम ओवर स्मार्टनेस कर रहे हो, ओवर थिंक कर रहे हो, तो यू एंड अप कॉन्ट्रडिक्टिंग योरसेल्फ एंड यू गोना बी आउट. राइट सिमरन, यू वांट टू ऐड समथिंग टू दिस? ऐसा होता है इन द इंटरव्यू.
Yes, definitely. And I think one thing that would help, like one point that I mentioned earlier, that B schools want to hire future leaders. So if I am leading a particular department of a organization, if I have to improve, say, my returns, I'm not going to focus on every single thing, right? A company cannot do that. I'm going to focus on one thing that is going to get me maximum, or one or two things. 80-20 rule, right? Focus on the 20% of the things that gets you the largest number of results. So that's how a leader would think. So try to like put yourself in the shoes of a leader when you're in an interview and stuck at a situation. How would a leader handle this, or how would you want your leadership to handle a particular situation? Do that.
ओके, एक्सेलेंट. हाँ भाई, 80-20 रूल क्या बोलते हैं इसको भाई? एनीवन ऑन द चैट, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड?
80-20 is Pareto.
हाँ, हाँ भाई, मैं चैट से पूछ रहा हूँ, कोई है ही नहीं, सबको किसी ने आयुष को पता है. इट्स कॉल्ड एज पेरेटोस प्रिंसिपल. सो पेरेटोस प्रिंसिपल थोड़ा और पढ़ लो, ये तुम कहीं पे भी ज्ञान मार सकते हो. कहीं पे जीडी करना हो, व्हाट टॉपिक लिखना हो, कहीं पे भी फिट हो जाता है, राइट सिमरन? तो से फॉर एग्जांपल इन IT पर्सन यू आर फिक्सिंग बग्स. So 80% of the problems are because of 20%. 80% of the issues are because of 20% of the major problems. So 80% of the CAT syllabus comes from 80% of verbal syllabus comes from 20% of the major topics, right? Say arithmetic, say RCs of the world, etc. So any which way, तो ये कहीं पे भी आपका लग सकता है. It's going to be 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts. Harshita, that's true or not? I don't know, but yeah. But ठीक है. Nevertheless, good, yeah, great. Thanks, Naman, for sharing it up. Okay, who's next?
Thank you.
भाई थैंक्स करते हो अभी नमन को. हाँ हाँ, who's
Should I
next?
go next?
Okay, who is Ayush?
No, sir, Anirudh here.
Anirudh, go ahead, Anirudh.
So, sir, I gave the interview for IIM Indore in 2021 or 2020 CAT wala. So my profile back then was 998, no work-ex, GEM, and I had the CAT percentile of 99.54. So I was waitlisted and I converted the waitlist, but I did not join IIM Indore that year. But I was waitlisted solely because of my CAT percentile and my CATs, because the interview went as badly as it could have. So
Okay.
I don't recall much of it, but some things that he asked me was because it was COVID time. So he asked me, ki, what are you doing apart from academics, because you have a lot of time. And at the time, I was interning with a firm called Nino Pal. It's a consulting firm. So straight off the bat, he gave me a guesstimate. Uh, he asked me to calculate the revenue of a consulting firm, mid-sized consulting firm in Bangalore for 1 year. And I had not practiced it absolutely. I had no framework, so I fumbled with that. After that, he asked me कि आपको stipend कितना मिल रहा है? Then he asked me what did I do with the stipend. So at some point I said that some of the money I have invested in some stocks. Then he caught वो stock वाला part and then he asked me a few things कि what are the stock exchanges in India? I told him Bombay and Delhi. So he told me that there are more. I said, I don't know, sir. After that, he asked me what is Nifty, what is Sensex. At the point, I did not know anything. So uh, it was a very disappointing interview. So basically, the direction which I was giving the interview, I was taking into a territory that even I was not familiar with. So that's how my interview got. It went very badly. That's what I would say.
Got it, got it. That's a quick learning for everyone. Okay, ध्यान से बात सुनिए. If you don't know much, just don't sound fancy. Okay, I'm gonna say I invest my stipend of 20,000 in stock markets. वो सामने वाला फाइनेंस का प्रोफेसर है ब्रो. वो तुम्हें पढ़ाता है कि भाई वो ट्रेडिंग कैसे करनी है. वो वो अल्गो ट्रेडिंग में किसी कंपनी को हेल्प कर रहा है, कंसल्ट कर रहा है ग्रो करने के लिए. हाँ, एंड ही इज गोना बी ऑन द पैनल और विद HDFC बैंक और एनी ऑफ द बिग म्यूचुअल फंड एज वेल. सो डे इन डे आउट उसका काम ही है. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा ध्यान से अबाउट गेस्टिमेट्स. विल डू अ सेशन ऑन गेस्टिमेट्स. सो अनिरुद्ध, इस बार कैट पर्सनल क्या है तेरा?
सर इस बार 99.92 है.
99.92. चलो बढ़िया है, ठीक है. सारी कॉल्स आनी चाहिए तेरे को. चलो, ऑल द बेस्ट. गुड. होप माय वीडियोस वर मोटिवेटिंग यू थ्रू आउट, मैन.
Yes, yes, sir.
चलो बढ़िया बढ़िया.